All right, chat. Let's get to it. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? I'm back. Is cat. My voice isn't completely back, and I am not completely recovered from the war which I have been going through. But I wanted to play games with y'all. It's been too long. Hi, Boku. So good to see you again. How do I sound, chat? Is it coming through the right microphone this time? I know it's picking up. Thanks for the hydrating, yeah. We can hear you. That is an important part of a balanced Luna stream. Gotta be able to hear the cat. My throat's still a little scratchy. Not so much that talking is gonna hurt, but enough so that I don't have like the full normal use of my voice yet. I am currently wrapped up in a blanket, sitting at my computer because my room is frigid. The giant heavy blackout curtains that I used to have fell off the wall, and I haven't had the opportunity or the means to fix it yet. I just realized that I was playing without sound. There we go. Frigid. Get it? Because it's a cat joke? Ha 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 ha. Oh, that's right. We discovered some stuff on, Who's What's It's. Yeah, Who's What's It's. Who's What's It's is the best you're getting. What is that? Giant Steep. Giant Steep is what that thing's called. Where should we go, chat? What feels like an interesting destination? There's things that we need to discover on every planet. Including the sun station. Although, I'm uncertain whether the sun station is something I'm going to be able to hit. Let's do the stupid. Brittle Hollow? Alright, keyword. Is that pronounced correctly? Keyword. Yes, good. Good. I still want to get into that Southern Observatory. Haven't managed to just yet. Alright, chat, make sure she puts on the spacesuit so that she doesn't die on arrival. That... Oh wait, is this the place with the Southern Observatory? There's a lot of places we want to explore on Brittle Hollow. Ow, my knees. Have I ever been here, chat? I don't know if I knew there was a camp here. The journey from here to the south, here from the South Pole has been, I'm gonna go with harrowing because of the, all the meteors. But hey, at least I made here unconcussed and not on fire. Okay, let's see. I poked around a little. There's some kind of old nomai path that starts across from my campsite inside the ruined building with trees growing out of it. Doesn't look like anything horrible, just stairs going down. I can handle stairs. After I get my supplies together, I'll follow the path and see where it leads. Oh, that's cozy as heck. Had to make sure we went for a marshmallow, chat. Oop, ghost matter. Little buddy was telling us that there is a path starting in the building across from his campsite. Clearly not the ghost matter. Are those crystals a result of the ghost matter, a cause of the ghost matter, or a marker placed to indicate that the ghost matter is there if you are unable to see it with your own 4 eyes? Yes. Thank you, keyword. Very cool. Very informative. All of the information I needed has been answered. I fully expected that you wouldn't actually answer that question, or that nobody would answer that question, because I imagine that it's probably a pretty big part of the story. Or else it wouldn't exist. Like, so far I haven't found really a use for it. Oh, I've been here before. Yeah, okay. So there's our good buddy. That was weird. I wasn't pressing keys, but I was still walking. Let's go refill our oxygen. The ghost matter is part of the story, but the question you asked and my ambiguous answer doesn't give anything away. Yeah. I didn't suspect that it would. Excuse me. There's a gravity cannon over there. That thing over there. Somewhere around here, there is a tower of inaccessible knowledge. Whoa, shoot. Nope, nope, nope. Row, row, row. That isn't what I was trying to achieve, chat. Oh, shush, keyword. Tried incessantly to do it that way. I'm not gonna lie, girl, I don't think that's the way to do it. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. So much that Fen had to sit you down after stream and say you'd never get that way, you're hurting me. That's rough. We survived a close pass by the planet. Yeah, jumping inside the planet I don't think is going to make anybody's day better. Honestly, what are the odds that Brittle Hollow has been bombarded with rocks for this long, and we're just happening to see the moment that it collapses in on itself? Like, on an astronomical scale, do you know what the odds of that are? Kind of ridiculous, is the answer. Astronomical, you'd say? Well, yes. Yeah. I don't know if I've actually landed here and explored up here, so we're gonna try that now. Projection stone. Oh my goodness. Does that mean that there is a place for us to read the projection stone, or is it just gonna be Oh, okay. I don't think we've ever seen this, chat. I'm at the shuttle. I'm ready to make my first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. That's exciting. You're almost ready, but there's still one more rule you need to learn. Come see me at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. The tower is on the opposite side of Brittle Hollow. If you follow the path west to the crossroads, you can reach the tower from there. My gratitude for the directions, Bells. I'll see you soon. Ooh. I don't think I've seen that before. Perhaps. I could be wrong. Bless me. I do apologize for all the sick noises I'm making, chat. I am in a state of recovery. The crossroads, west, 350 meters. Well, that was not at all what I wanted. I missed. Shit. Thank you, Boku. Ah, dang it. Alright. Back to Whitehall Station. Oh, what a shot. I did so good, chat. Look at me. I am impressive. I am cool. We've already read this. I know we've already read that. We've been here like 4 times. Okay, time to do the little beam me up Scotty thingy. Put the thing in the thing. Shizubi. Okay. Another attempt, chat. This time with less falling through the surface, through the center of the planet. I can't promise 0 falling through the center of the planet, but less. Meow, 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 meow. Walking across the planet while it's being bombarded by meteors. I did that to myself. Smash my face off of things. Highly unfortunate, chat. Alright, the oxygen problem is solved. Let's just get on board the ship, make sure that our fuel is filled, heal ourselves up, and another attempt. Not this time falling through the surface of the planet. We're gonna go straight down. We're gonna... Alright, the Southern Observatory. Alright, that was a place we needed to go. There should be a control panel around here somewhere. Well, panel, she says. A control marble puzzle. Crossroads is that way. Okay, so we can get to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge that way, most likely. Yep, here it is. Alright, so the shuttle is currently resting at the Quantum Moon. Call the shuttle home. Activate the gravity cannon. Let's call the shuttle home. See if we can get any information from just the shuttle. I'm here. After watching it wander the skies for so long, I'm about to stand for the first time on the Quantum Moon. As expected, my shuttle has landed at the moon's south pole. I'll make the remainder by journey on foot. We don't know why the Quantum Moon always welcomes its visitors at the South Pole, just that this is true. As a child, I considered such unknowns sinister. Now, though, I understand they bear no ill will. The universe is, and we are. I am ready. He's so hype about the Quantum Moon. What a cool little guy. Should I explore Brittle Hollow? Or should I try to get to the Quantum Moon, chat? We got all the way here. We might as well go to the Quantum Moon, right? I'm gonna do it. Quantum Moon? Good. We are in flight, chat. Wherever your little cat heart desires. How is the little cat heart? How little is the cat heart? I actually have quite a large heart. It's a problem. Whether it's filled with malice or filled with love. That's for you to judge. I think I've made a mistake, chat. I think I was supposed to wait for the quantum moon to appear before I tried that. And I noticed not when it does appear, so... Let's see if we can get to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Or the Southern Observatory. Okay. These, like, gravity pathways are so cool to me. Do I keep going south, or do I go... there's not really an up path here. So I guess I keep going south through the center of the planet. And what happened next? Well, in Catville, they say that the catgirl's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. Oh, this is confusing as all hell. Where do I go, y'all? How do I get to the Southern Observatory? Same road, all the way there. Follow the Purple Rock Road. Doom, doop, doop, doop. Follow the Purple Rock Road. No! Shit on a cat. I'm so mad. I just went through this, chat. Yeah, it just occurred to me that I'm the cat in this case. Do not the cat. There's a limited number of people who may the cat, but do not the cat. Unbelievable. Can you just hit the target for once? Oh, mother bitch. Do what? Just in general, do not the cat, Rain. Also, welcome back. Nice seeing y'all. Ava, hello. Welcome back to you as well. Head hurting, but really dizzy, gonna eat and water the puddle. Oh gosh, please do. Migraine rain? I'm so sorry. I'm interview it too. I hope it goes well, Rain. Absolute best of luck. I'm very hyped to see you back in chat, Ava. I know we keep missing each other's streams for a long time. I've been trying to pop in for yours more often. Second interview is the first time you actually got the second. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, Big Rain. Manifesting good things? Me too. Everybody send any good vibes you have spare over to the puddle. Okay, for a second there, I was like, wait a minute, am I wearing my spacesuit or do I need to put that on? Y'all have instilled in me what can only be described as a morbid anxiety that I don't have my spacesuit on. Alright, we may die in a horrible supernova accident before we manage to make it to the Southern Observatory, but at the very least, we'll get a little bit of information from this iteration. Keep on moving south, chat. We're gonna do it. We're not gonna die in a horrible gravity wall accident this time. Which is what I say before everything inevitably goes completely to shit. Ooh, I think I figured out what I was supposed to do the first time. Smack my face off a wall. Yes, that was exactly what was expected of me the first time. Okay. No. Zen chat. Good thoughts, happy feelings. We are bringing positive energy into our lives. We are not going to gamer rage. We're gonna be chill. We're gonna vibe. We're not going to experience untold volumes of violent rage. We're not gonna throw things out windows. It is normal to experience some frustration. Oh, son of a bitch, the universe is ending. Well, at least I know where to go next time. Kinda, sorta. Wanna watch the world end with me, chat? Next loop incoming, chat. That might have been one of our more productive loops yet. We learned a lot. We also completely missed landing on the quantum moon. But hey. If that's the worst thing that happened, other than falling into the center of a planet and getting evaporated in a supernova, not so bad. My theory is that there is some kind of time thingy going on. And the Nomai, in trying to find the eye of the universe, and exploring all the weird, like, warp time thingies that they were experiencing, and other words that aren't coming into my head right now. In their attempts to find the eye of the universe, the Ash Twin Project, I think, leads to the rapid aging of the sun. Do I have a reason to believe that? Not one that I can articulate. I just think it's suspicious that we see an orbital cannon go off and destroy itself. We're seeing all of this discussion about the dangers of the Ash Twin Project. And the sun just happens to explode as we're discovering all of this. Seems suspicious to me, chat. You know, You feel me? Another beautiful landing by Rev. We will want to look at the ship's log relatively shortly because we got a lot of information hanging out. However, right now I'm more concerned about getting to that observatory because we've been trying to get to that observatory since like the second stream. Hi, Vilifar. Thanks for the head pats. Ow, my knees. How you doing, V? Well, now that you're in the stream, you're no longer Vilifar, you are Villanir. Ha ha ha. Vila rapidly approaching. Vila, too close. Oops. Alright, chat, I have a better idea of where I need to go this time. Is it a good idea? No. Is it a better idea? Well, basically everything is better than the last idea I had, so... What's the worst that happens? We die? I know this is a safe one. She safely makes it to that platform too. That might be a way to go. No, we want to go back. We want to go up, chat. Don't try to mislead me, chat. I'm onto your games, she says, fully aware of the fact that she was the one that was getting confused. This looks like it was, at one point or another, a gravity surface? No, it's just a wall. No, 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 no! She's gonna do it, chat. She is the catgirl queen. She can do these things because she's just that good. I'm so impressive. I'm so cool. Please help me add my ego a little bit. It's been a rough month. Chat, we made it. Chat, we made it. We did it. I'm extremely thanks, Vilifar. Kosova's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift an orbital probe cannon parts into orbit, but one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. An update, it's now clear that there are two different types of cyclones. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones Kosovo typically uses to send components into orbit. There also exists a rarer type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. My gratitude, Spire. Conway is showing me your handiwork, and I'm intrigued by the secondary type of closed cyclone. But was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. Also, I very much wanted to make a model. I feel that so much. Somebody's like, hey, Ro, was this really elaborate thing you did necessary? I wanted to. Conway, Daz and I were lifting orbital probe components into orbit. Okay. Alright, this is information we have learned. By reading. You love them? They're so funny. Okay, yeah, this is where we were. We've been here. We've seen this side of the projection pool. All right, there were stairs up. And a bunch of these know my... Oh. Yeah, it's like their observatory system. That's so cool. Does that indicate that there's another even larger orbit? Like, what is that? Unable to determine orbit. No signal detected matching any known criteria for the Eye of the Universe. What we have learned thus far in our search for the Eye of the Universe. Those of us on the vessel originally followed the Eye signal to this star system, but we were unable to warp to the Eye itself. Based on our knowledge of the quantum moon, we believe the Eye is in orbit around this star system's sun. This would mean the Eye is located within a finite, albeit enormous, range. The locator we built on the outer rock and the new, more sensitive locator we built here were both unable to detect any trace of the Eye's signal. Suppose the Eye doesn't wish to be found. Kasuba, how can you suggest that? The Eye's signal called out to summon us to this star system. I'm aware I grew up hearing the Eye's story, yet we're no closer to finding it than we were when we first arrived here. Hypothesis. The Eye has stopped emitting its signal. How should our methods change as we continue to search for the Eye of the Universe? As we couldn't find the Eye's signal using two different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue this search method. We know that the Eye looks like what the Eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try to find the Eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe. We need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover those long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Yep, that would be the one around Giant's Deep. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch. And it's moonless, except when the quantum moon is visiting. Yes, let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. Mallow's idea is clever, but we have no idea where the Eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. I believe I have a solution for that problem. Have you spoken with Raimi and Pi about the technology they're developing? Interesting. What technology are those two developing? Their enthusiasm is adorable. We've seen this recording. This is the door that was locked from the outside that Rebecca, I want to say it was. told us about in their recordings. I guess we've learned everything we can learn from here. Oh. Well, that's extremely awkward. Ooh, actually, let's refill our oxygen and our fuel. Hi, buddy. Yikers. That's right. We can't get into the Tower of Quantum Knowledge from here. Ascend these stairs. I would really like to try. Yeah, I don't have nearly enough thrust for that. However, if I do one of these... Can I then fall into the tower? Nope. Falling way too fast by the time I get there. Okay. One of the clients I work with and I are currently playing a very interesting game of chicken. They have just told me about problems that exist in their software. They still owe me an invoice. They have 4 days before they're officially so overdue that I will no longer actually do anything for them. And I imagine that they'll bluster and complain a lot. But like... I can't set that precedent, you know? I can't let them believe that I'll just do things for them without being able to pay my bills. Just not gonna work, chat. You know what, let's go try to find our spaceship. Oh, well, that ain't great. Chad, I think it fell into the sun. What did I just hit? Oh, a random rock. Cool. Not, it appears, actually a random rock at all. It appears to be a sizable chunk of the surface of Brittle Hollow. No! Come on, hit the thing, hit the thing, hit the thing. No! Oh, you little... Oh, well, that's your problem. That thing's set to Wumbo. That's really funny. Oh, gosh. If Al Gurley was here, I would ask her if physicists are as frustrated by inertia as I am. I bet she would tell me they were. Well, I have no idea what just happened to me. It killed me, whatever it was. Inertia is a cruel thing. Inertia is a very cruel thing. Inertia is not my bestie. Let me double check something real quick. Holy jeez. I had 9+ Discord notifications. It's from one group chat. There are 19 messages. People be yapping? People do be yapping. It's nice yapping, though. Well, that wasn't as much information as I was hoping I would get from that. I'm gonna close this little pop-up that is taking up a quarter of my window. That wasn't as much information as I thought it would be. Okay, we know nothing about Hollow's lantern. Okay, so... the quantum moon is around Giant's Deep. Ruby took forever to poo, you're frozen. Oh no. You know what? Let's actually do something silly. We know that there is a crack on the surface of the interloper. That some of our good buddies tried to investigate and never returned from. So where is the interloper right now? Because the two most mysterious things right now that we have the least information about... well, for one, actually, we could head to Giant's Deep, and we could do something funky with discovering one of those tornadoes that pushes us down instead of up. We could try to land on the Sun Station and see what interesting things that has for us. We could do some interloping. You're absolutely correct, Word. There's that little bitch. She says about a inanimate space station. I'm either going to land beautifully, I'm going to strike the surface of the sun. My money is on striking the surface of the sun. Yep, we're dead. Oopsie whoopsie, chat. That one lasted like 83 seconds. I recently did get the achievement, like the last stream, I think, for dying within 60 seconds of waking up. That's a good one. Ooh, maybe don't do that, chat. Alright, autopilot might be the thing that kills us. Abort, abort, abort! Come on, we want to slingshot around the sun. We don't want to fly straight through it. Oh, that was warm for a second there, chat. I need slippers. I'm wrapped up in a blanket, and the top part of my body is very warm, but my feet are cold. They never did do collision detection. Collision detection is tough, though, to be honest. Like, especially with all the other, like, movement vectors you have to account for just to make autopilot work in a game like this. I don't blame them for not ever getting around to collision detection. Collision detection is tricky in a 2D platformer. I've definitely built little platformer games or like little stupid one-off games that I got some really funny bugs in my collision detection because it's just such a pain in the ass. Alright, somebody told me that there was a... Well, first of all, turn on your flashlight, Ro. That would help. On the... Love their lore reasoning that Slate got bored and never wanted to do it. Yeah, me too. This says that there's a crevice on the interloper that some of our No-My buddies got stuck in, never returned from. It's on the side facing away from the sun. It is the side facing away from the sun, right? That's in my lore, that's in my ship's log, so if y'all answer that question, that's not a problem. I just don't necessarily want to take the risk. You think so? I think so too. My theory has been... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nope, 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 nope. Too close to the sun. My theory a couple of times has been to try and get that shuttle and ride it onto the interloper. Oh, my ship is just floating loose now. Okay. Don't you give me that shit word. How many times did you get sucked into the sun? Realistically, you know the one that I'm looking for. The real answer word. Yeah, I'm probably on track for about 12. This is gonna be really bad, isn't it? Hey chat, I think we're doomed. I think our ship is... What is that? Ember Twin. Wow, we're moving fast. I know my fuel level is critical. This is gonna be a really rough one, chat. Let's see if we can hit the sun station like this. Even if I die striking the surface of the sun station, I will consider it a little bit of a victory. Because there ain't no way I'm slowing myself down enough to survive this fall. Here it is, chat. Here it is. No, we ain't gonna nope. Uh-oh. Help! Yeah, that one got me. That one really got me. Where does the interloper shuttle launch from? Gravity cannon. Well, why don't you... Why don't you tell me where that is, though? Which gravity cannon is that? That's gonna be on one of the twins, isn't it? Yeah, the interloper shuttle word. I think it's on one of the twins. Probably Ember Twin. If I had to give a immediate suggestion. Or immediate guess. Because my theory word is that if I get in the shuttle and launch it at the interloper, I'll be able to get to the crevice. Or die trying. Either way, it would be entertaining for chat, so, like... I mean, am I wrong, though, word? The worst thing that happens here is we get a good little, Gosh, I need to remember to clip more often. The worst thing that happens here is we get a good moment. I used to clip my streams religiously, like, I would stream and then I would sit and watch the whole thing and take clips of the things that I thought were fun. That didn't work. See, I've got a stream deck that was very thoughtfully procured to me by someone who was in chat, or procured for me by somebody who was in chat today as a Christmas gift. And I do have a clip button. I just forget to use it. Like, it actually takes the clips for me, which is really nice. The markers I tried using, and I just couldn't get a workflow that worked for me with the stream markers. So I just drop clips, and if I miss if a clip, like, misses the funny thing, or just doesn't work, I just don't keep that clip. Not really a lot. Sometimes I will. Like, if it was a really good moment and I know that it was a really good moment. But most of the time, I don't really go searching for the clip. I'll just kind of let it go if it... if I missed it. Because a lot of the time it's kind of a crapshoot whether, I mean, y'all know how this is. If y'all are streamers, y'all know how this is. It's kind of a crapshoot whether the clips that I think are good are actually any good. Yep, already read that one once. I think I may have flung myself into the depths of space for functionally no reason. Get clips at about 45% of the stream markers you have? Yeah, that makes sense. I usually keep a little bit better than half of the clips that I make. Transco Harley, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Are we just lost in space now, chat? I mean, we can always recall. Like, there's no cost to just sucking ourselves back. But are we just lost in space? Did I completely miss the interloper? Schloop. What if we launch now and see if the result is any different? Answer a little dance around why you're not on the interloper. Oh, well, make it fun, word. Don't just answer questions for me. Also, we're all cognizant of the fact that an open thing and a tree is not adequate oxygen supply, right? Like, there's no way. Hello, son. It says, hello, father. They time things well, but also time things poorly. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, I imagined that it was a timing situation. Oh, thanks for the attempted clip word. We'll see if that one actually hit. The bot's a little slow. Queendom thanks you for your clip. There you go. I had a feeling it was a timing thing. Is it worth hyper-focusing on the interloper right now, you think? Or should I do something sillier? The interloper will give you knowledge. Just like every other planet. You're just like every other planet. Rumble. Boom, roasted. How are you ever gonna survive that roast, word? I've just emotionally decimated her chat. Those are the kinds of scars that last a lifetime. Yep, she's dead. It's over. Am I at least right in my theory about the way in which to reach the interloper word? You can answer that as a yes or no. You do not have to give me information that you would consider to be spoilerish. No. All right, let's try something else then. Let's suck the shuttle back away from the interloper. And then let's go to the interloper on our own power. Perhaps the shuttle no longer being there will unobstruct something that I was missing before. Chat. I have been having the weirdest cravings lately. Just like all of the food all of the time. I have had so much like analysis paralysis on what kind of food that I wanted. All right, interloper. You go that way. It's also unfortunate because a lot of the foods that I'm really craving are things that I got like in one specific place that I can't easily access anymore. Like a very specific sandwich I got from a very specific place. Most of them when I lived in a bigger city. Uh-oh. Kind of amazed that the other thruster bank didn't get damaged in the fall. Alright, looks like we fixed her up pretty good. Now. Without getting sucked back up into my own spaceship, because I'm a clown. I did not see the crack last time. I have no idea where the crack actually is. I've been on the interloper many times before, all of which were completely unproductive because I have no idea where this crevice is. I wouldn't object to a carefully given hint. Spoilerist not. And it reminds me of the Arctic chill we're getting now. I wonder... Yeah, that was what I was starting to think. I was starting to think I had to just sit here and wait for it to melt. No, chat. All right. How y'all doing? Having a fun day? You can see the crevice from the planet. From the planet? From the interloper. Always a fun day when there's a rose stream. Thanks, Vilafar. See, I feel like any of this that is ice could be, and probably is, part of what I'm looking for. I just have to balance that against not getting sucked into the sun as it gets closer. You know? You feel? Starboard hull damaged. Starboard hull, starboard hull. Okay, it's this side of the ship. Nope, 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 nope. Too much jetpack, bro. Got it. Or the White Hole Station. Does the White Hole Station suck some of the ice off? Interesting. Y'all seen any good movies lately? Muppet Christmas Carol? Oh. That's a good one. That's a really good one. One of my favorites, actually, in terms of Christmas movies. One of the better Muppet movies, too, and they're all pretty good. It's the kind of thing I like to try to share with the people around me, you know? We should be starting to get closer to the actual to the sun, chat. I may be wrong. Is the crevice actually on the sunward side? Fascinating, chat. We're watching it melt in real time. Crevice. Oh, crevicey, crevicey, crevice. Where are you? Oh, that is terrifying. Wait. No! Son of a bitch. And we lost our spaceship. That's deeply rough, chat. Maybe we'll have another chance when we hit the White Hole Station and we can actually get some information from this loop and... Yeah. Oh. So I'm doomed is what you're telling me, huh, Word? Well, my ship's floating off in the middle distance someplace, so I think my only option is really to just wait to go around the sun. What a fascinating thing space is, chat. It's not your friend. It wants to hurt your feelings. It doesn't just do it impartially, it like... or impersonally, it like personally wants to cause you a problem individually. Watch me get sucked off the interloper by the white holes. The most interesting part of stream so far. The completely fascinating culmination of events. A word, I was being sarcastic. This is just the part where we sit here and wait for something to happen. It's like watching grass grow, or golfing. Waiting for paint to dry. Watching someone else file your taxes. Like, filing your own taxes is boring as hell. Watching somebody else file your taxes, like going to a tax attorney, or not tax attorney, but like an accountant or something. It's the worst. There is a very real chance that we crash into a planet right now, chat. Uh-oh. Oxygen might get us before crashing into Giant's Deep does. Oh my. Nothing about this is what I wanted, chat. I've been picked up and thrown from the interloper with no oxygen. All right. Time to just watch our inevitable fiery death. Oh my. Suffocation got us first. What are the odds? Yeah, honestly, if my options were suffocation or sunburning, like, it would get really warm and you'd be like, you would have time, you know? And then all of a sudden, it would go from like, it would go from uncomfortably warm to, oh, the skin has been flayed from my body by the rays of the sun. And like, there's no way you feel that. There's just no way that you feel. You get uncomfortably hot for a second, and then you're either unconscious or dead. Just gone. Oh, that's that random satellite that y'all told me I was wasting a lot of time on for something that was completely unimportant. Ah, yes, the interloper. DLC, worth it after you finish base game? Oh, okay. I don't own the DLC, so eventually we'll play the DLC. But it's gonna be like at least a couple of centuries before I finish this game. I've been told that I'm doing it correctly, and this is just how this game goes. And I trust the people telling me that. And then Word also told me that, so. Boom, roasted. Feel like you know nothing until you then know everything. I want you to know, Word, that I would have roasted anybody. Like, even if one of the people, even if one of the people I had already talked to about this, who said I was doing everything correctly, had come in and said I was doing everything correctly, I would have said that they were one, that I would have excluded them from the people I trust that yeah, never mind. I think I see the crevice. Hey, y'all, please tell me you didn't see that. Please tell me you have no idea what just killed me. Hi, Victoria. How you doing? Did you actually not see it? Or are you just... Or are you just trying to make me feel better, Word? Oh, you didn't? Good. Legit was looking at both. Fair. I think Victoria saw it. So Victoria is the only one they'll have to destroy. You are catching a Pokemon? Oh my goodness. Maybe Victoria is legit the only one that we'll have to erase the memory of. Don't even know what the hell happened, just guessed. Oh, so you're safe. You're safe now.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga.
Thank you for the Ditto dance. Uh-oh. Am I gonna get Ditto mobbed? It's like a flash mob, but slimier. Although I suppose Ditto can learn Flash, huh? Can it learn Flash, or can it just use Flash by virtue of being able to turn into a Pokemon that knows Flash? Think it only knows Transform? By default, I know that a lot of them only know Transform, but like, I think there are TMs you can teach them. Am I wrong? It's been a bit since I had a Ditto in any of the Pokemon games. Unbelievable. Not a single TM? That's frustrating. Bulbapedia only transform? I knew it was a failed Mew. Well, technically it's a failed Mewtwo. Ditto was the result of an experiment that was trying to produce Mewtwo. Yeah. If I remember correctly, it wasn't even trying to clone Mewtwo. wasn't even trying to clone Mew. They used Mew's DNA, but if I remember correctly, they were trying to do something more with it. Because they had a lot of successful clones. And then Mewtwo just came out completely different. There was an actual movie where, and there's discussion of the whole thing that gives enough credence to the theory that I would consider it to be pretty believable. About Ditto. Like, Mewtwo being a clone of Mew that went a little bit weird is definitely canon. I believe in the one movie they pretty explicitly say that, like, they were trying to create Mew but more. Which is how Mewtwo wound up so ridiculously overpowered. I'm quite a fan of the theory that Ditto is a failed Mew clone. If you couldn't tell. We bounced, didn't we? Ooh! We did. Mewtwo is modified Mew DNA. Yep. We did bounced. I specifically remember from... Gosh, which movie was it? I specifically remember one of the researchers saying that they had been trying to create the world's greatest Pokemon and they succeeded, and then getting absolutely decimated by Mewtwo. Hey, word, is this the crevice? I'm receiving much stronger energy readings now that we're beneath the crust. Whatever it is must lie somewhere below, closer to the comet's center. And I'm starting to think it's more dangerous than we realized. Clary, can you hear us? Yes, but your voices are faint. I fear we will lose communication entirely if you continue any deeper. Keep the shuttle warm for us, Clary. We'll return the moment we identify the source of the energy readings. I understand, but be cautious, both of you. Interesting. So that ghost matter was inert in some way? That one wasn't. Ditto's the only non-legendary Pokemon that can't be bred. That would line up. Yeah, I know it was the first movie, but I couldn't remember the title of the movie word. Bread. Gosh, I would slap somebody for some, like, breadsticks right now. I haven't eaten yet today. I woke up super late, was very distressed by the fact that I had woken up super late, couldn't get out of bed for a little bit because I was so groggy because I have not been sleeping well. And immediately came to stream. The first movie. Well, there's no points for creativity there, are there? That's why I couldn't remember the name. It's dumb. Comet Eyes reminds me of the last sentence of the festival by H.P. Lovecraft. I'm not familiar with that one. The collision is honestly fine because we ain't never getting off this rock anyway. Mewtwo strikes back. Right. Yep. I particularly love the presence of Mew in the first Pokemon games was such a secret. They just kind of snuck it in there. Great holes secretly are digged where Earth's pores ought to suffice, and things have learned to walk that ought to crawl. You know? I see what you mean, Victoria. I've gotten to a point where when I play the first generation Pokemon games or any of like the remakes of the first gen Pokemon games, I always save my Master Ball for Mewtwo. I'll just like pile up a bunch of Ultra Balls for the legendary birds. Okay, not that one. They're much less frustrating. Yeah. Which one? Great Balls do look cooler. Ultra Balls just have enough of a higher catch rate that they don't bug me as much as trying to catch the legendary birds with a Great Ball. Son of a beeswax. Holy jeepers. Is there a safe path? Do you mean, when you say shoot your camera word, do you mean like... Oh, you mean the little scout, don't you? Good work. Red HP with sleep and Great Ball is as high as the catch multiplier will go. Yep. Oh, that's just immediate ghost matter. We don't want that. Oh, that just went right back out where we were. This is the surface of the comet again. Very cool. Or it would be. That one we know leads where that leads. That one leads straight into ghost matter, it would appear. Okay, they all lead to that same location. Hit the thing. Huh. Is it an angle, or is it a different path? Because ghost matter will just murderate me immediately. What the shit? I'm enraged. I am enraged, I am frustrated. I am beset with irritation. That's one way to put it, Word. One second, you're gonna lose my face. Uh-oh. The good news is we know where the crevice is now. The less good news is... now we have to figure out how to get through all of this crap, and, I'm gonna make that y'all's problem. Hi, Nelly! Welcome back! Catgirls are cool. Sincerely, Catgirl. Heck yeah! It does, in fact, take another Catgirl to truly understand. Like, everybody in chat knows how great I am. But it takes another Catgirl to truly understand. Fox girls get close, and so do like snow leopard girls. Or like... other like feline type critters. This one's safe. No! Terrible. Terrible, horrible. Distress. Frustration. Anger. Irritation. Rage, frustration, humiliation. We're gonna grab the spacesuit immediately so that when we land on the interloper, we can just get straight out. I'm a genius, Word. You know this. You're in my chat, of course you know. Chatters come to hear my wise words and thoughtful insights. Definitely not to see my gameplay, because oh boy. Came here to wonder why you're not wearing your cat ears. You should be wearing your cat ears. Like, honestly, Nelly, you're kind of slacking there. Coming into my chat, not wearing cat ears. You're here because nyan nyan? Very true, Vilafar. I'm honestly here because nyan nyan too. Go, Gromlin and go. Hey, chat. How y'all doing? Goth cat girls are very cool, Nelly. She's back. It's been a little while since y'all heard from me. Right now, my full concentration is honestly on trying to get into this crater. Oh, hi, Monica. How you doing? I need a bite. I need a bite command. I do need a bite command. Although, I think, let's be real, it's Dark Row. Preparing for work? Well, I hope work goes well. Let's be real though, Victoria. It's Dark Row. I'm gonna be the one biting you. I'm doing okay. Almost went through a bad place, but we are fine. We are totally fine, Jack. That one just leads back in a big circle over here. There's a hazard there. No hazard there. You gotta hit the hole. This is exactly what I... Never mind. I'm guessing that that's not the way down, is it, Word? There's another path that I'm not yet aware of. That's the entrance. That's how we got in. There a hazard down? There is a hazard down that way. Okay, so this is the only way down. Gotta be observant. Do you have any idea how little that actually narrows it downward? Yeah, you do, don't you? Yep. Uh-huh. Also, wait. Wow, that was lucky. You know, sometimes I have ridiculous luck, and sometimes I have absolutely no luck whatsoever to speak of. Ooh, a dead guy. You need pets? Aww. Everybody make sure that you head pat Nelly as well. Oh, son of a gun. Yeah. I don't think they made it through the Ghost Matter chat. And I also lost the recording. So I'm gonna have to do this whole thing again. Or perhaps, chat, what I can actually do is immediately die. I have more information now, though. I can get to that recording. Me whenever I face the slightest inconvenience. When I face slight inconveniences, they pile up and pile up and pile up and pile up and pile up until I crash out and everyone leaves me. Oh. That made me sad. I made me very sad. Wonder what the guy sitting next to the campfire thinks when you get up and immediately hop on the lift. They were eager. Many head pats for Nelly, many head pats for Ro. It is now a law in the Catfolk Queendom that you must head pat all the cat girls. Unless you're explicitly excluded from that rule. Many pats for V2. Many pats for all of you. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm pretty hungry. Doom, 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 doom. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. You have a pittance on your lap? You can't get up legally? Exactly. It's a law that you can't sit up when there's a cat sitting with you. Or can't get up when there's a cat sitting with you. That is both a law in your universe and in the Catfolk Queendom. And if it's not a law in your universe, what are your lawmakers doing? Arguing over patting the back of a deranged despot? Crazy. I think I saw that movie once. Never would happen in real life. It's a pretty terrifying movie. I'm really glad it doesn't happen in real life at all. Sorry. Had to take care of something quick. President Dwayne Elizito Mountain Dew Camacho. Did he name himself after Mountain Dew, or did he get sponsored by Mountain Dew? Like, is Mountain Dew the reason that he's in power? Both, probably? Yeah. The Catfolk Queendom is a multiversal nation. Someday I plan on telling y'all the story. But we are a multiversal nation. We extend to anywhere there's someone who is lost and alone and doesn't belong anywhere. Anyone in those worlds, anyone in any worlds can claim citizenship. Lorna? That's pretty good. One of these days I'll tell the story. Well, that was weird. Okay. So it's right, and then left. And then double check that there's no ghost matter down here, because I don't want to die again. There is ghost matter down here. I knew that was too good to be true. There it is. This crevice, one of them is there, yep. I don't know which one it is, though. Yeah, it's pretty friggin' sad, Bard. Alright. The spherical stone casing here seems to be the source of the energy reading. No, rather, the source of what's within the stone. I'm detecting some form of exotic matter. The stone is muting our energy readings. They should be 10 times what we're seeing, at least. I don't think we want this matter interacting with us. As far as I can tell, direct contact with it would almost certainly be lethal. I've never encountered anything like this casing, but it's all that's protecting us from what's inside. Worse still, this matter is disturbingly volatile. Whatever the matter is inside this stone, it's more than just profoundly unstable. It's under tons of pressure. Look at this density scan. I've never seen anything this tightly compacted before. What is this? This is orders of magnitude worse than I'd imagined. If this stone were to rupture, the lethal matter within would rapidly expand, completely blanketing the star system almost instantaneously. And the pressure is still building as the comet approaches this star system. Return to the shuttle right now. The rest of our friends need to know they're in terrible danger. Leave your equipment and run! What are you doing, Pi? The more we know about this alien matter, the better our chances of survival. I will learn what I can here. Go, warn the others. Maybe they can construct shelter somehow. Now, Poke! As of right now, I would be willing to guess that ghost matter may have been what happened to the Nomai. Yeah, and Ghost Matter Ground Zero, yeah. My exact guess right now is that their extinction was due to the ghost matter. That's so sad. Which means that the ghost matter that we've encountered is a remnant from basically the cataclysm that took out the Nomai. Oh, hey, little bud. Gosh, that's so very sad. The ghost matter almost took me out, too. Yeah, we already read this one. Refill our oxygen quick. Not that we're going to have much time left, or, like, even really an opportunity to get out of this place. But not suffocating to death would be nice, you know? Oh, we're actually on our way back. They were doomed when they came to this system. That's really tragic. And I guess we were doomed when we started out. Because, you know, the sun explodes. Which means that the entirety of Hearthian society has to have happened in the aftermath of the ghost matter explosion. Where's my ship? Oh, it just doesn't exist anymore. Well, this is very awkward, chat. We have been doomed. We have been deeply doomed, duped, bewildered, bamboozled. Our ship is gone. The end is nigh. Bill Nye, the science guy. Do we just walk into some ghost matter? Restart the loop? Do 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 Yeah, I think we just walk into some ghost matter and restart the loop. Thank you for bearing with me as I enjoyed my little vibey dance there. We have learned much and traveled to precisely one location. But that information leads us basically just to solve a mystery about the Nomai. We don't really know much else, though. I guess we did. Do you know what took them out? Yeah. Time for you to actually go into work. Best of luck, BLFR. I hope you have a good day at work. Dark Bramble Seed. Biggest question still remains. Smeeches on the head for all who accept them. And do the Smeeches have stars upon theirs? I know that was Sneeches. But I'm funny, chat. All of the big questions still remain, really. Ocean depths, the construction yard, Rebek's camp, eye signal locator, Bellspar's camp, frozen jellyfish. Weren't there signals? I wish I could get into the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, but I haven't managed to do that yet. So let's actually try that right now. Who was phone? I am funny. Things feel the fire. I'm hilarious. I don't know what you're talking about. Absolutely hysterical. Pahone, yeah. Who was Pahone? I have no idea what she's talking about either word. I'm just pretending. Do 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 do. Sorry, Victoria. Old and bad creepypasta. Like Man Claw Door Hook Hand. Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman. Man me a sand. Make him the cutest claw door car hook hand. Ow! Don't even know anything about the story. Oh, so how did you expect us to know, Victoria? Bum 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 bum, now it's in my head, I can't get it out. Bum 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 bum. I'm a cat girl. Meow 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 meow. Oh, don't cry, Victoria. It's okay. Now, clearly, chat, I have absolutely every idea where the hell I'm going right now. And I'm highly offended if you suggest otherwise. all the ideas. I have thoughts, plans, concept. I am astounding. There is nothing I don't know. Reveal you don't recall those opera ads from the Wentworth dude? Victoria, please, for the love of everything good and decent, don't get that stuck in my head. Although, honestly, JG Wentworth was kind of like the precursor to today's payday lender apps. In some ways, where they have those terrible commercials and they're probably not really the way that you should be getting money. Like, sure, you need cash now, but at what cost? John Oliver did a piece on them a while back. Oh, yeah. I have no idea how to get into the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. Southern Observatory. The Hanging City, it would appear. Tower of Quantum Knowledge. That is a GD black hole. Yep. Uh-huh. First time. I love the bursts of radiation when stuff hits the black hole. It's so menacing. And yeah, look at Victoria. There's a big-ass black hole in the center of this planet. It's why the planet's being sucked in from the inside. I don't know how that's physically possible. Shouldn't be. Like, there's all kinds of reasons that should just not work. I don't know if I've been through the Black Hole Forge a lot yet, so I'm gonna go that away, and if you think of a hint word, I will catalog it for, a later attempt. Let's go down this way. Learn more at the Black Hole Station. Learn more at www.blackholestation.com. That's www.blackholestation.com. Let me simmer. Let her cook, chat. I have encountered her cooking, and we only burned some of the appetizers, if I remember correctly. And that was mostly because we were at your one party. There was two of us trying to do way too much for two girls. Let me cook, nay, I say. Don't call me Hurricane in the kitchen. Because you get distressed and everything turns into a whirlwind while everybody tries to figure out what's going on. Yeah, kind of me too. See, I try to clean as I go, and I try to be relatively methodical about kitchen stuff. But that's partially because I also make it up as I go. Like that soup that I posted in my Discord last night, I did not have a plan. I knew what I wanted in it, and I knew that I was going to boil the vegetables, and I did not have a plan for how that was going to go. You don't get distressed. You normally listen to music and forget stuff and you panic. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds very consistent with my experience of executing most plans with you. And overpromise what you can do in the time. Yep. Uh-huh. I always have like a really big plan, and then the execution winds up perfectly adequate, perfectly good, just not quite the grand, incredible thing I imagined. Like, my girlfriend and I often will, we'll make plans for food, or like something we're gonna do, and decide halfway through that we don't necessarily have the time, space, energy, or what have you for what we had planned on doing. So we wind up with about half of what we thought we set out to do, and that half is perfectly adequate, and we end up in a space where we're like, yeah, if we had tried to do the crazy thing that Ro suggested, we never would have made it. My problem is I just want to do all the things all the time. That has always been an issue of mine. I am good at moderation. I am not good at moderation in concept. If that makes any sense. Now, how the spotted fluffy hell do I get down there? Up there? I don't know. Gravity is fucky. Honestly, though, and I think you might agree with me on this one, Word. I have found that, like, improvised meals, like improvised breakfasts based on just whatever is in the pantry, are some of the best things to cook. No, 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 no. Bro. Stop messing everything up, catgirl. I really like, I was with one of my people recently, and, we wound up making a really nice stir-fry. Because we had ramen, some canned veggies, spices, and, like, 2 other things that really shouldn't have gone in a ramen stir-fry, but we made them try to anyway. And they wound up wildly good. Like, they should have not... They had no right to be as good as they were. Row your boat. If you would like to, there's a stream you could row me gently down. No. Am I the boat or am I the verb? How do you row a boat? Do you get overwrought and brain dump at it? Until it begs you to stop? I have brain problems. You put cat ears. That's accurate as well, to be honest. Hey, Word, am I being stupid right now? Well, I know I'm being stupid. How stupid am I being right now? Like, is this even close to how I'm supposed to get up to the Black Hole Forge? I'm trying to reach the underside of the crust of the planet where the black hole forge currently is. That is the way the Nomai did. Yeah, I would imagine that they walked up. Because I can see where if this tower was not busted, you would just have a clear path clean up. But this tower is busted. And I don't think that my jetpack can reach all the way over there. You should recognize something. Observe the surroundings, you should recognize something. I'd like to recognize a tree right about now. There we go. Somewhere around the black hole forge. This is all information we've already gotten. Somewhere around the black hole forge. We're cutting it so close, aren't you? Aren't you? Aren't we? Son of a... That didn't go well. You know what, chat? I had planned on streaming until about 1 o'clock, so I think we're gonna call it there. My knees, joints, my ankles, my shins. Getting the worst shin splints from hitting the planet like that. Well, thanks for dropping in, everybody. It was a really good stream. I was really glad I was able to come back. It was a rough week last week for a number of reasons. And then by the time I was like, I gotta get myself back up off the ground and, like, do the things again, my voice was gone. Yo, Specs, I didn't know you were here. Hi, Specs. We're gonna go over to our little streamer control panel boy once Twitch decides to load, because my computer is being ungodly slow. And we're gonna see who's up. Who's doing the thing, chat? Who's doing the stream? She says, trying to stall for time because her computer is just that slow. All right, who are we following that is currently live? Looks like... Not many of our streamer friends are live right now. Let's see if we can get... Girl DM is streaming Night Rain. We'll raid Girl DM. It's been a bit since we've seen her. I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, noon, or night, wherever you are. I hope you enjoyed the stream, because I know I sure did. And I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!